Hey sis, how's it going? I was wondering if you had some free time tomorrow? I was hoping you could accompany me on a little shopping trip I have planned. How about we go for lunch too while we're at it? My treat.
Hey, Gallagher. Good morning. Sure, I don't mind tagging along, but won't your fiancé Indigo be going with you? Somehow going out shopping with your sister right before your wedding feels kind of sad.
No way, there's nothing sad about me hanging out with my sis. Besides, you came home from your work transfer in Scotland, especially to come to mine and Indigo's wedding, right? You'll be going straight back after the wedding, right? I'll barely get a chance to see you, so treating you to a meal is the least I can do. It'd be nice to catch up with you in person sometimes, you know?
Yeah, I guess you're right. It'd be nice to see you, too.
Alright, that settles it. I'll see you outside the ticket gate at the southern gate of Ferdinand Station.
Got it. I knew it, you frickin' jerk! You're cheating on me! Hey, Gallagher, answer me. I just knew you were lying about going out for lunch with your sister. Who the hell is that woman? We're supposed to be getting married this weekend, you jerk. You are horrible. How could you do this to me? I'm about to teach your new girlfriend a lesson. So you better prepare yourselves for the hell that's about to rain down on you. No one crosses me. No one. Punishment delivered. That was the best punch I've ever thrown, even if I do say so myself. I hit her square in the jaw, and when she recoiled back, it was like it happened in slow motion. I loved the noise she made when she fell to the floor. I can still hear it in my head now. Man, that felt good. Hello? Gallagher, are you there? I got a good look at that bitch you're cheating on me with when I knocked her lights out, and she was very clearly older than you. I can't believe you'd cheat on me with a dried-up old hag. I'm obviously better looking than her. What the hell is wrong with you? Surely that's why you asked me to marry you. If you break up with her by the end of the day, I'll let you off the hook with just a $1,000 compensation payment, and we can still go ahead with the wedding. However, to ensure you never cheat on me again, I'll have no choice but to place you under constant surveillance. Which means if you still want to marry me, you'll have to marry into my family and take my surname. Of course, that means you'll be moving in with me and my parents. Oh, and I'll be taking full control over your bank account so I can manage your finances on your behalf. This will be a lot easier for you if you accept that you have no other option than to do as I say sooner rather than later. If we have an understanding, I suggest you hurry up and dump the bitch. Then get down on your knees, apologize to me, and beg for my forgiveness.
Hey, Indigo. Where the hell are you?
Oh, hello there, Gallagher. What do you mean, where am I? Like hell I'm telling you. If you've decided to do the adult thing and apologize for cheating on me, maybe, just maybe, I'll tell you.
What the hell are you talking about? I just read your messages, so what's going on? Do you have any idea what an absurd misunderstanding you're making here?
Huh? A misunderstanding? Wow. And so begins the denial. Pathetic. I was hoping you had more integrity than this, but I guess that was naive of me, given that you were enough of a lowlife to cheat on me in the first place. I caught you and your lover together. I saw you with my own eyes. Are you seriously going to try and worm your way out of that despite the fact I caught you in the act? Or is this where you try and gaslight me and say I didn't see what I know I did?
That was my big sister, you idiot. I told you that when I left the house after breakfast this morning.
I don't want to hear your pathetic excuses, you low-life jerk. You act like I haven't seen your sister before. I know she was plumper with longer hair. That bitch I put in her place today had stylish short hair. You can't seriously think I'd get her mixed up with your sister. They practically couldn't look more different.
My sister went on a diet when she moved to Scotland for her work transfer.
Huh?
The diet went well and she lost a bunch of weight. So she decided to use the momentum to redesign her entire image. She had her hair cut short and started going for a more sporty image with the way she dressed.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is ridiculous. I know you're desperate to come up with excuses to get yourself out of the mess you've made, but you should at least try to make them sound believable.
What the hell? God damn it, Indigo. I told you all this before. Don't you ever listen to a word I say? Don't you remember I told you about my sister's diet maybe a month ago. Do you know when we were talking about what it might be like to live abroad?
Oh, that? Wait a sec. You mean that whole conversation was nothing but a setup for you to justify your cheating in case you ever got caught? Jesus, Gallagher, you're even more cunning than I thought.
What?
Just when I thought you couldn't possibly sink any lower, you exceed all expectations.
It wasn't a setup at all. It was just a freaking lighthearted conversation.
Quit blabbering on at me and apologize. We're not going to get anywhere until you do, so why not just swallow your pride and get it over with already? Like I said before, all you need to do is get on your knees, apologize, beg for my forgiveness, and accept all the conditions I listed before. If you do that, I'll agree to go ahead with the wedding. I suggest you hurry up and make your decision before I stop feeling so generous and big-hearted. Apologize.
I didn't cheat on you.
Oh, for God's sake, are you still trying to keep up the act? Pathetic.
The woman you saw me with was my sister. The woman you punched in the face based on the most ridiculous understanding of all time was my sister. It's fine to have doubts, but you should at least clarify them before resorting to violence. And seriously, me and my sister are both the spitting image of our dad. So even if her hair or build has changed, you should have known it was her from one look at her face. If anything, you look even more similar since her facial features became more defined from losing so much weight. You should have at least checked if it wasn't a case of mistaken identity before punching her square in the face. Do you have any idea of the gravity of the situation you caused?
That's my line, you low-life cheating scum. Are you so desperate to cling to your lies and excuses that you'd throw away the opportunity to win back my hand in marriage?
So basically what you're saying is that you'll tell me where you are if I get down on my knees and apologize to you?
Oh look, so you do understand. Does this mean you're finally ready to accept that you messed up and right your wrongs? Fantastic. You should know, I want to make sure I get some photos of you apologizing on your knees to me so that I can use them as a reminder to keep you in check if you ever dare cross me again. Alright, I'll tell you where I am. I'm on a train headed to my parents' place. I'll be arriving in about 30 more minutes. Anyway, now that's settled, we need to discuss the particulars of our new living arrangement with my parents. I assure you, you will be on your best behavior while living with my mom and dad. Hurry up and get your ass down here with my $1,000 compensation for the affair so we can get down to business and start planning our future together. Gallagher, why are you still not here?
Shut up already.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me?
I filed criminal charges against you.
Say what now? God damn it, are you really gonna make me do this? It looks like I'll have no choice but to tell your sister. If I can get a written testimony from her, I'll finally have concrete proof of the affair. Hello, Lisa. My name is Indigo, and I am your brother's fiancé. I think this is the first time I've ever messaged you since we met last year before you went on your work transfer to Scotland. So anyway, as for why I'm messaging you, listen to this. Gallagher cheated on me. And that's not all. He lied about being with you while he was out with his lover. Don't you think that's horrible, using you as cover for his affair like that? Surely you understand the pain I'm going through as a fellow woman. We have to stick together at times like this, sister. So won't you tell that jerk of a brother of yours he needs to pay up? I've tried and tried, but he won't listen, and he stubbornly refuses to admit that he even did anything wrong. Which is why I need you to tell him to pay me $1,000 in compensation before getting down on his knees and apologizing to me. Hello? Lisa, are you there? Hello? Why aren't you replying? Answer me already. Wait a sec, are you on his side? Are you on that filthy, lying cheater side even after what he did? No way you'd side with a cheater. Hello? You do realize I'll have no choice but to call off the wedding if Gallagher doesn't apologize to me, right? Is that what you want? You know, I assumed you'd be intelligent when your brother told me you were selected for an overseas work transfer in Scotland, but I must say I am so disappointed in you. No way, you're not gonna start making a big show and dance about how your brother filed criminal charges against me too, are you? You do well to remember he is the one in the wrong here, not me. All I did was launch a counterattack against the bitch he cheated on me with. How could you file charges against me for that?
Hey, Indigo. I just had a look at my sister's phone. Would you quit it and cut this crap out already? My sister has a concussion from when she banged her head on the floor after you punched her in the face. So she's resting up in bed and can't use her phone.
Snore. When will it end, Gallagher? When are you gonna stop coming up with these pitiful lies and own up to what you did? This crap ain't gonna wash with me.
Allow me to answer your questions to my sister on her behalf. I already filed charges.
What the hell?
How are you surprised? I already told you, for God's sakes, and that's not all. I phoned your parents and told them I'm calling off the engagement and the wedding. I also told them I have no intention of settling out of court. Lube up your bank account, Indigo, because I'm going in hard.
Oh my God. Wait a sec. Was all that stuff you said about the woman I punched being your sister true?
Did you seriously think I was lying?
Duh, obviously. Gallagher? Gallagher! Hello? My mom and dad flipped out at me so hard. I've never seen them that angry before. My dad got me in a headlock, dragged me up to my bedroom, threw me in, and locked the door before ordering me to wait until the cops arrive. Why is this happening? All I did was make a little misunderstanding. We all make mistakes sometimes, right? How can you turn a blind eye while your fiancé gets arrested? Surely this must be tearing you up inside. And what about your sister? Me and her will be family soon. How could she just stand by and watch as you filed criminal charges against me? Gallagher! 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 You do realize me and you won't be able to get married if you keep this up, right? I'll forgive your sister for confusing me. I swear I will. Just drop the charges, please. If you do that, you can still marry me. Mom and Dad should calm down and stop acting crazy, too. You'll do that for me, won't you, sweetie? Gallagher, please reply. Why won't you answer me? I'm not kidding here, baby. You really, really won't be able to marry me anymore if you keep this up for much longer. Is that what you want? You could lose me forever.
Yes, that's exactly what I want.
What?
Bye.
What the hell does that mean?
Hey, Lisa. Is now a good time to message? Are you feeling better yet?
Hey, Gallagher. Yeah, my condition's improved a lot, thanks. The concussion's gone, the swelling on my chin has gone down, and the cut in my mouth is healing up nicely. Things are finally on the up. I'm so sorry for putting you through all this.
No way, that's my line. I can't believe I almost married Indigo. She's a complete lunatic. I'm so sorry for all the trouble. We didn't deserve any of this.
Now that you mention her, what's the situation with Indigo right now?
Oh, right. I called her parents and, taking into consideration the endless barrage of deranged, threatening messages, we decided it was best that we proceed with the charges.
I see. It's not going to be easy for a girl of her age to end up with a criminal record. And given that it's all on CCTV, I doubt there's any chance she'll get off. But the fact of the matter is she broke the law and hasn't shown a shred of remorse about it. And as long as she refuses to accept the error of her ways, she'll continue to be a danger to society and should be dealt with accordingly. In short, she made her bed and now she has to lie in it.
All right, sis, you nailed it. I just got done canceling the engagement, but her parents very kindly agreed me to pay the compensation and cover the cost of the wedding on Indigo's behalf. Apparently, they're going to see to it that she pays them back out of her own dime, in their own words, no matter what.
Wow, really? Well, thank God they're a little more reasonable than their daughter.
Also, They guarantee me they'll make absolutely sure she never shows up here looking for revenge. So you don't have to worry about her doing anything else.
I guess that just about wraps everything up then, right?
Yep, pretty much. Anyway, when will you be leaving back for Scotland? I imagine you had to delay everything with the whole being hospitalized thing, right?
Oh, right. I'll be in America for another week.
I was hoping we can give going out for that meal another shot, since we kind of got interrupted last time. What do you say?
Oh, I'd love to. I was hoping we could fit it in before I leave again, actually. All right. Would it be cheeky of me to put in a request for that pizza place on 7th Street?
Not at all. The least I can do for you is treat you to some pizza after what you've been through. I'm obviously going to be footing the bill too. Are you sure you don't want to go somewhere much more expensive? It's not like we get to see each other that much. How about we splash out? There are a bunch of upmarket places on 12th Street.
Oh, they do look nice, but I can never help but feel like those places seem kind of stiff and formal. I was thinking maybe somewhere we could let our hair down, relax, and have a wild old time while enjoying our fair share of beer.
Aha. I know what you mean. Say no more. In that case, the pizza place on 7th Street it is. Of course, there'll be beer plenty, but they also do an all-you-can-eat buffet. I can't wait.
Wow, they do? Oh, they must have introduced that while I was away, because I don't remember that at all. Yes, infinite pizza!
Get hyped!
Woohoo! I can't wait.
I received another apologetic phone call from Indigo's parents a few days later. Apparently, they felt like I deserved to know about what was going to happen to their daughter going forward. Her mom and dad are old now, and they decided their problem daughter was beyond their capabilities, which meant she was sent on a grueling 12-hour bus ride with endless changeovers to stay with a distant relative with a reputation for being extremely strict. To add insult to injury, for my wayward ex-fiancée, her phone and laptop were confiscated before she went. It was decided that she would gradually pay her parents back for the compensation they paid me by working on her relative's farm while undergoing a rigorously disciplined routine of chores and rehabilitation, all while having access to no entertainment or leisure activities. As for me and my sister, we went to the pizza place a few days later. After the beer started flowing, suddenly my sister said to me, "People you thought you knew can change in a heartbeat. No matter how long you've known them, no matter their age or gender. The key to protecting yourself is to train your ability to judge character." While a little taken aback by the suddenness of her semi-drunken proclamation, her words struck a chord with me. With that, I swore to introduce my next girlfriend to my sister at the first opportunity.
Hey there, Mom. I found an odd amount of water pooled up on the ground underneath the laundry I hung out on the line before I left this morning. You went and poured buckets of water all over them, didn't you? Another thing, I made a big pot of beef stew to have for dinner tonight, but I can't seem to find the pot or the stew anywhere. I suppose this is your doing as well, yeah? Plus, it seems that someone has dumped the garbage from the garbage can all over the living room floor. Would you mind telling me exactly why you did all of that? You really want to know, Judy? You call yourself a housewife, yet feel entitled to completely abandon your responsibilities at home. You're supposed to be doing housework, not having luncheons with your friends. I did all the housework. I'm asking why you felt compelled to completely ruin all the housework that I did. You know, the laundry, cooking, and cleaning. As I just said, it's your fault for abandoning your responsibilities around the house. You left the house and it fell into ruin. You can't blame me for that. It wasn't a luncheon, and I wasn't gallivanting. I was going to take care of my mom in the hospital. I told you about this beforehand. I can't put all the burden of caring for her on my brother and his wife, so I'm going down to help out when I can to give them a break. Don't be ridiculous. Of course you can put it all on her. That's her job. She married into your family, didn't she? When you married into this family, you agreed to prioritize our needs over your old family's. That's what it means to be a wife. Your brother's wife made the same deal. And allow me to repeat myself, you're a housewife. What sort of housewife doesn't take care of the housework? You have a job to do here, and you'll do it or else. Allow me to repeat myself. I did do the housework. I did the laundry and hung it on the line. I made a big pot of beef stew for dinner. I cleaned the living room and vacuumed the floor. I did all of that. And then you came along and ruined everything I did. Do you have any evidence it was me? Yes. What? Did you forget? We have security cameras monitoring the house in every room. They've been there since before you moved in with us. You knew all about them. You mean you actually had those things turned on? Yeah. What good are security cameras if they're not on? That's an egregious invasion of my privacy. I'll be having a little talk with Jake about this. Go ahead. He's the one who told you about the security cameras, though, so I'm not sure how much good it'll do you. You'll get what's coming to you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get to work on redoing all the housework that I already did this morning, thanks to you. Also, I won't be able to have dinner ready in time, so I'm not sure where you are right now, but go ahead and get something for yourself on the way home. Unbelievable! Now you're slacking off on making dinner for us? I'm terribly sorry, but you and the friends you called over for lunch today ate all the beef stew that I was planning to have for dinner, so you'll just have to make do. You can't talk to me that way! Right now, that's the most civil language I can use with you. Impudent little girl, I am your mother-in-law! I'm done with this conversation. I want to get the housework done before midnight. Jake, your mother did it again today.
What?
She called her friends over for lunch today, and they ate up all the beef stew that I had made for dinner.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I saw it all on the security monitors. To add insult to injury, she even told her friends that she was the one who made it. She also dumped buckets of water all over the laundry that I had put out on the line to dry. And to top it all off, she dumped the garbage out all over the living room floor I had just vacuumed.
Unreal. She just moved in 3 days ago. I can't believe my mother would behave so childish.
On the first night, she threw the dinner I made away and said it was disgusting. Then yesterday, she told me I was folding the clothes wrong, so she threw them all out of the closet and made me fold them again. I know she's your mother, and I don't want to be disrespectful toward her, but I mean, this is all just too much, right?
I'm so sorry, Judy.
Well, it's nothing for you to be sorry about. The apartment she was living in by herself burned down in a freak accident, leaving her with nowhere to go on short notice. What else were we supposed to do? We couldn't just kick her out onto the curb.
For now, I'll just tell her that she needs to sign a new lease and move out as soon as possible. Her apartment was pretty standard. It won't be too hard to find one that's on the same level. Be okay with it. We can help her out with moving and her initial expenses to help her move out of the house even sooner.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. If I knew exactly when she'll be leaving, it could make dealing with her a bit easier.
Again, I'm really sorry to be putting you through this. Let me know if anything else happens, okay?
Thanks, Jake. I'll do that.
I'm getting in the car right now. Do you want me to pick you up something on my way home?
You know what? That sounds absolutely fantastic.
What are you in the mood for? I was thinking tacos.
I'm fine with whatever you want to have.
Gotcha. Okay, see you in a bit.
Drive careful, Jake. I love you. I don't believe you, Judy. Are you actually going out again? How shameless can you be? A housewife who constantly refuses to do housework and goes out into town every day? I'm more disappointed in you than I can describe. I can't take any more of this. You think you can live off my son's hard-earned money while contributing absolutely nothing to the family, but I won't allow that to continue. You and Jake are getting divorced. Mom, what is wrong with you? You put all of my things down by the curb? And my key doesn't work. Did you actually change the locks on me? I can't get into the house. Oh, you finally came crawling back home, did you? I hope you had fun during your night on the town. Just when I started to think you couldn't possibly become any worse of a parasite, you go out and party the night away until morning. My mom had a major surgery yesterday, and I was staying at my parents' house overnight. I told you all of this beforehand, so I won't let you pretend that you didn't know. And that's all besides the point. Why did you throw all of my things down on the curb? You had better have a very good explanation for this. It's all very simple, Judy. I'm kicking you out of this house. What? What makes you think you have the right to kick me out of my own home? Your home? What on earth are you talking about? This isn't your home. Not anymore. I have no need for a housewife who's never around the house. Get out and never come back. I won't allow you to mooch off my dear son for one more second. Take your things and leave, you worthless parasite. Starting today, this house belongs to me and my son. Is that so? Well then, starting next month, your rent will be $3,500 a month. What?
Mom.
Oh, there you are, Jay. That awful Judy has lost her mind. You'll never believe what she just told me. When I told her I was kicking her out of the house, she told me I'd have to pay rent. And do you know how much she said rent was? $3,500. Oh, where does she get off? You'll have to be careful of her after the divorce, Jake. She'll try and come after your money again, I'm sure of it. I bet that whole rent nonsense is just her attempt to keep up her pampered lifestyle without having to work for herself for once. I don't know how she even thinks she could charge me rent at all. Oh goodness, what did you ever see in that girl?
I don't know, Mom. Seems pretty straightforward to me. When someone lives in your house, they become your tenant and you become their landlord. That's how real estate works.
Wait, what?
The house title's in Judy's name, Mom.
It's Judy's? What do you mean?
You tried to kick Judy out of the house to live there without her just now, didn't you? Well, if you want the owner of the house to leave the house, seems pretty obvious that you'd have to pay her rent.
That's ridiculous. The house is yours, isn't it?
Nope, it's not. Legally, the house belongs to Judy.
But, that's impossible. She doesn't work. All she does is leech off of your hard-earned money. How could she afford to buy a house?
Actually, Judy isn't a housewife. Not a full-time one, anyway.
You're not making any sense.
She manages apartment buildings and parking lots.
She does? Oh, this is the first I've ever heard of this.
She doesn't talk about it much because back when she started, she actually had to cut off ties with a couple old friends who that just because she was the building owner, that she would rent to them for free or cheap. Tell you the truth, I didn't even know about it until after I proposed to her. With her rental income, we decided that only one of us would need to work. When we started trying to have kids, she quit the office job she had been doing and just kept up her real estate business.
But she's asking for $3,500 a month. Isn't that insane?
Given the area and the size of the house, I say that's fair market value, honestly.
But I'm her mother-in-law. She can't take money from me.
Yeah, the thing about that is yes, she absolutely can. She owned the house and gave you her terms. If you want to keep living there, pay her $3,500 a month. If you don't like it, there's only one thing for you to do. Move out.
Move out?
That was always the plan from the beginning, wasn't it? You said when you moved in that you'd only be living with us for as long as it took to get a new apartment.
Well, I was only saying that to be polite. I thought you'd be fine with me continuing to live here, well, permanently.
I did consider the possibility that things might turn out that way when you first moved in, yeah. But that all went out the window on the very first day when you started verbally abusing Judy before you even had your suitcases unpacked.
Verbal abuse? Oh, that's nonsense. I did no such thing.
If you really think you weren't being verbally abusive, all I can say is yikes. Judy wanted to stay out of it and let you find a new place at your own pace, out of respect for you as my mother and sympathy for your last place burning down. But now that you're trying to kick her out and take the house for your own, you've got to understand that anymore, there's not a snowball's chance in hell that you'll be able to keep living with us.
No, but, well then where am I supposed to go?
Figure it out yourself. You have a job, don't you? You have means. You're an adult. You're more than capable of finding and paying for your own apartment. Why are you so intent on living with us permanently?
Well, I sort of got fired.
You got fired? What the hell did you do, Mom?
I didn't do anything wrong. Not the way I see it, anyway. I mean, It's a big company, right? Oh, they had more than enough things like toilet paper, coffee, snacks. So I took some home with me from time to time.
Oh, no.
And then I started doing it more and more. They said if I paid the company back for the amount I took home with me, then they wouldn't press charges. And that ate through practically all of my savings.
You're lucky that's all they did to you. That's theft, Mom. It's a crime.
Really?
Yes, really. How could you not get that? I don't believe this. You treated Judy like she was a parasite when you were the one who was freeloading. Yep, there's no way I'm gonna let you live with us after this.
Oh, Jake, don't say that. How will I go on if I can't live here anymore? What am I supposed to do?
Find a job as a live-in maid or something, I don't know.
Jake!
Whatever you do from now on is no longer any concern of mine.
What are you saying?
I have a message from Judy for you. You can continue living in that house if you want, but I'm not budging on my terms. The price is $3,500 a month, no less. If you can't pay it, then I want you out of the house by the end of the month. End of story.
But, oh, you don't agree with her, do you?
Do I really need to ask? Yes, I am 100% on Judy's side in all of this, and I always will be.
Not you too, Jake.
If only you hadn't been so horrible to Judy, we might have at least helped set you up with a nice apartment somewhere nearby, or even allowed you to stay with us on a more semi-permanent basis. That's long gone now, though, and you have only yourself and your horrendous, evil behavior to blame.
Jake, wait!
I always knew you had a bit of a self-centered side to you, Mom, but I never thought you'd do a thing like this. I'll come by to pick up my things from that house after you moved out as soon as you possibly can. Don't feel like you have to wait until the end of the month either. The sooner you're out of our life, the better.
Jake's mother's inability to consider the possibility that she was in the wrong seems to have been a recurring theme for her. Even her husband, Jake's father, had been putting up with her for years, and when Jake moved out of the house several years ago, he decided that the time was right and divorced her. On the very last day of the month, my mother-in-law managed to find a job with employee housing and rushed to move all of her things out of the house. It seemed that a $3,500 rent was just a little bit above her budget. Isn't that a shame? As for Jake and I, we decided to rent out that house for some additional income. We're now living in a comfortable little condo that's right at the halfway point between my parents' house and Jake's office. Jake still gets texts from his mom on occasion, but all she ever talks about is how much she hates her job. Sometimes I come close to feeling sorry for her, but when I think about her awful behavior and total lack of remorse, I remember that she's getting exactly what she deserves. We haven't blocked her number, but that's just so we can keep tabs on her. We have no intention to involve ourselves with her ever again.